Hey, what's going on, world? It's your boy Kamal J. Pryor, aka Quizmatics, live from Staying Ahead of the Wave, SAOTW. The name of this presentation is Zoomed In with Miss Keya Hopkins. How you doing, Miss Keya?
Hi, Quiz. Hey, staying ahead of the way, family.
That's right. And we're presenting this little, well, it was supposed to be a live, but we ran into technical difficulties. So we got to get on Zuckerberg for that. Like, I don't know how he all of a sudden shut people down. We was just
Because
Facebook
it was
Live
in a
block
group.
partying during quarantine. You know what I
Because
mean?
it was in a group. That's
Right,
why.
exactly. Now we're back over here like we're fresh in quarantine again.
We are.
Some of us ain't never left quarantine anyway. Who we kidding? You know what I mean? People make quarantine like it's a big deal. Y'all was inside anyway. Who y'all kidding? But
I sure was. Shoot.
absolutely. Well, anyway, the reason why we're here today is because I really, really, really am excited about the staying ahead of the wave movement. I'm really excited about the opportunity it's presenting. And a lot of people are probably curious or maybe even a bit confused about what it is that we're really doing here. Staying ahead of the wave was actually founded and architected by Miss LaJoy Campbell, who came up with a
Yeah.
phenomenal mission, being that she has just such an astute background in finance and things of that nature. Um, she has concocted a phenomenal mission statement that I believe that all of us are really in agreement with, and that's the reason why our movement is probably growing so fast. The mission here at Staying Ahead of the Wave is to eliminate poverty worldwide. Yes, we actually
Yeah.
do have a mission to eradicate poverty worldwide through financial literacy and economic empowerment. And I know that sounds like a bunch of hubba bubba to somebody out there. They're like, what are you talking about, Quiz? Y'all talking about eliminating poverty. Well, listen, the first part of poverty is that there are people who have a real poverty mindset. And
Yeah.
when you come from, like, I come from Jamaica, Queens. Keya, where you from?
I'm from BK, baby.
That's right. I'm representing Queens. She was raised out in Brooklyn, you know? So we both came from areas where I'm sure that she had as many African Americans around in her neighborhood as I did. And this is not
Hmm.
even to be racial. I'm just saying that we saw economic disenfranchisement. That's just the way we grew up, pretty
Yeah.
much. And this is something that happens all over the world and also to all races also. So
Yeah.
the cool thing about our mission here is, even though I mean it may sound lofty, and I know you're saying, yeah, I've heard it all before, but just having a dream doesn't really mean anything unless you have a plan. Unless you have a plan of action, then you're just talking. And
Yeah.
so I know a lot of people are like, well, why should I join Staying Ahead of the Wave? I know a lot of people hear that, oh, yeah, all you guys do is, just trying to, whatever. People have all kinds of stigmas. But I'm here to tell you that I was communicating with my buddy here, Miss Keya, who I just met,
Yeah.
wonderful friends that I'm meeting in our organization, so many great and wonderful people. I mean, loving and caring people. We all actually do believe that everybody eats. Um, Everybody wins. We believe in
Yeah.
no man left behind. And joining this movement, this is more than just a community. This is more like a family. And
Yeah.
when I first joined and locked arms with Latoya, with the Staying in the Head of the Wave movement, I really did not know that she was going to connect on such a deep level with so many core principles that resonate all around the world. But she has. And we have a plan. And I just want to
Yeah.
just stop for a moment and introduce you to my friend Keya. And Keya, just tell them a little bit about how you got into, I guess that what it is that got you involved with the Staying Ahead of the Wave movement. If you could tell them that little story, that would probably help them better understand you.
Well, I used to trade Forex for 6 years and then I stopped. And then I recently started looking for a platform where I can trade on. And then I heard these two phenomenal men built this platform, and they had their own method of trading. Like and it was easy, a lot easier and a lot simpler than what I was doing. And I was like, what? I don't have to spend 5 hours of my day and then after go to work and still make that money because I'm about that money. So I was like, all right, I can just an hour or two, and most of it is waiting because the way the strategy is implemented, you have to wait for the scene. It's like you're building your momentum, and you have to wait for the right scene, and then you trade, and then you get out 20 pips and dip. I was like,
20
so
pips
okay,
and dip.
so 20 pips is nothing. You can do that in like 40 minutes. So most of your waiting time is just waiting for the scene to set up because it will set up. You just have to be patient, sit in your hands, do what you got to do, and get out of there and log out, and then go to Starbucks or something.
Hold on a second, Keya. Now, remember, and for you guys who don't know, I'm new to this. This is all new to me. And I know that there's somebody who probably was like I was before I joined this movement, and now you're talking about 20 pips and dips. I don't know. It sounds like you're talking about a soda or something like that. Soda sounds like you're talking about
I
chips and
say pop.
nachos, chips and nachos or whatever. So let's back up a little bit. First off, for those who are not aware, um, the largest financial industry in the world is Forex. And so I'm sure there are a lot of people who don't know about Forex, but Forex trades at $5 trillion a
It
day.
should. It's all the world's currencies plus is gold. Like you can put the US dollar and back it and do a trading pair with gold. And right now, gold is because all the world's currencies are like taking a dive. So a lot of like the big countries, especially like the major world powers, they're dumping their money, especially like Russia and a lot of the other countries, they're dumping their money into gold. So gold is on a rise. So, the US dollar is like, because of the coronavirus, is going down, it's plummeting. So you can pair that against gold and you can set up your scene that much faster just by knowing and being aware of what's going on in the world. So that's why it's such a big industry because you're trading currencies, you're trading money. And right now, people are putting money back in their country's money. It's not a person that's worth 20 million putting their money in gold. It's countries with 50 billion backing it up into gold. So that's
Right.
huge.
So you're talking about billions of dollars being exchanged in this Forex market daily, right?
Daily.
Now, Kia,
Yes.
you said that you had once traded once upon a time, but now all of a sudden you've been drawn to our staying ahead of the wave movement. Um, what are the advantages that you found since you've been in our back office and things of that nature? Do you think that we're talking about financial literacy? Is it feasible
Yeah.
that you can actually join this movement and actually become more astute financially?
Yes, because at the end of the day, this is a new strategy. So it was like everything that I knew before, I dumped it and act like I knew nothing and I learned everything from scratch. And one thing about this group, you have all the tools there. You have coaches that like if you're a morning person, 8 o'clock in the morning, they do a trading session. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they do a trading session. 6 o'clock in the evening, they do a trading session, and then they record everything. So you can go into your back office and look at all the recordings. Even if you're not in your back office, you can go onto the Facebook group and go into the files and look at all the trades that were done throughout the day with the professional trainers.
Well, let me ask you a question comparatively versus other programs you've done before that are also allegedly teach you Forex. What do you think the comparison is as far as the quality of the education, all right, and then also the price point?
It doesn't compare because at the end of the day, $99 and you have all the classes and all the tools that you need to learn everything. When I tell you books, it was so many books that at first I was overwhelmed. I'm like, I already know this, but I don't know this. So, the books, like, because at the end of the day, you have to learn how to read your charts. You have to learn. So the advantage that I had is that I knew how to read the charts. So I didn't need the Candlestick Bible, but it was still three other books beside that. And I'm like, I read slow. I was a reread child. I wasn't on a slow bus, but I was still a slow reader.
Right, right. But basically, you're saying that they provide, you think they provide adequate education so that a person can
The
really learn this stuff.
education, the tools. When you first join, you get your own website, like the page, your back office. It does, and then the group itself have millionaire traders inside of the group that's willing to give you tips and help you in real time. Like that doesn't come with other programs. And you're paying
Wow.
a lot more money for those. You're paying $850. I've seen people pay $1,800. I've seen people pay $1,500 and had to do recording classes, couldn't go live. You could go on Facebook during the daytime in the right group and watch the coaches do their thing and train you live. There was no live stuff in
Wow.
$1,500 groups.
So in your estimation, this is probably really a great value that we're getting just to be able to join
We're
with a
getting
$99 investment, huh?
we're getting a $3,000 system for $99 easily.
Wow. Well, the cool thing about being part of this staying ahead of the wave movement is that, we're more than just about all of the trading side of things. However, um,
Come in.
within the short period of time that you actually can join, how long have you been part of the staying ahead of the wave movement, actually, Kia?
I've only been a part of the movement for about 3 weeks now.
All right.
I just got in. It's been about 3 weeks now, and I'm already doing $2,800 days. I've had multiple days at over $2,000 a day. So, and it's only been 3 weeks.
$2,000 a day?
Yeah, I've had a few of those days actually.
A few of them.
Yes,
$2,000 a day.
yes.
And we're not talking about no recruiting or bringing anybody to the
No,
business.
no, 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 no.
How much
I'm
did?
talking
Let me
about.
ask you a question. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Because I
Hmm.
know somebody out there is probably like, all right, what are you talking about? All right, let's just break it down. What happened yesterday? What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday, my stocks hit big yesterday, and I got some trading in, and I hit my 20 pips. But I had other trading days, so I had a nice amount of money in my account. So when I was able to do my 20 pips yesterday, I hit a $2,800 day yesterday.
$2,800. Hold
Yes,
on.
I had an awesome day.
$2,800 in one day.
Yes, I had an awesome day yesterday. Yesterday
Hold
was like
on.
one of the
You
best
must.
days
I
of
mean,
my life.
$2,800, man. I don't even remember ever having. I don't even remember ever making $2,800 in one day. You must have been working all day long. That must have been 12,
Nope,
15
3
hours.
hours, 3 hours
3 hours.
tops, 3 hours.
Hold on a second. You said you made $2,800 in 3 hours.
Yeah, because I logged on around 12 something and I logged off before end of business. End of business in the stock market is 4 p.m. and by 4 I was already done already, and I was eating a burger. I ordered me some Uber Eats and was eating a burger at 4. So I
Kia,
finished
I'm gonna be
around
honest with you. I'm gonna be
3
completely
something.
honest with you. There's somebody watching this right now, and they are like, it sounds really good, right? I mean, you telling me that you made $2,800 is really cool, but like seriously, you really telling me yesterday you made $2,800?
Yeah, and I had other 2,000 plus days, $2,000 plus days since I've joined. Let me show you.
Uh
This
oh.
is a this is a bank statement um, of one of my online banks. You see it, Crawford Technologies, and you see this is my name, La Keya Hopkins, my Brooklyn, New York address. So I'm not lying. March 15th through April 18th, 2020. So this is a recent statement. Oh, I don't need to show you my account number,
That's
but
right. Keep some of that stuff private now. You know how people are.
yeah. So this is a small account. I'm gonna show you my larger account, but this is a small account.
What?
Yeah,
Get
that's a
out of
small
here.
account. Cause
Hold on
look,
a second. Those numbers is kind of popping over there.
no, what, $9,000 and in your whole bank account, and I'm in my 40s? No. Okay, so this is April 8th, and this is a $2,800 day,
Right.
2872, and you see that reflects it there, and then it's from TD Ameritrade.
Hold on a second, Kia. I'm still blown away by this. You're telling me that
And
this
look, April
$99
18th.
investment you made to join our movement over here and stay ahead of the wave, and you're having $22,000 days, $2,800 days, and all of this sort of stuff. Now, also, I do need to put the disclaimer down. I cannot guarantee that anybody will be able to duplicate these results. But I will say, and I will say for certain, just based off of the results that you've just shown me, Keya, I would highly contend that it's definitely possible. Would you agree?
Yes, it is, because the 20 pips and zip, because at first they want you, once you finish your demo account, they want you to start with $50. And at the end of 30 days, you'll have like 11,000 in change. Now, I'm not up to that point yet, but I am doing $2,000 days, because look at this. This is recent, April 18th of this year. TD Ameritrade again. And look, 2812.
Wow.
So it's like, and then I did another one yesterday, but my bank account hasn't come out yet. I mean, my statement for yesterday, of course, but we'll do another one next month, and I can
28.
show.
Hold on a second. I'm still blown away. All right, look. I'm like Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately, right? You're telling me that just yesterday you popped off $2,800.
Yeah.
$2,800.
Yeah. And then I did it April 18th, and then I did it before that on April 8th.
Listen, I'm not gonna say, I can't say what's possible, but I could definitely tell you that it's definitely not probable. It's not probable if you have not joined the movement for certain. It's much more probable. It's much more
$99.
probable that I'll do it than you will. And
$99, and I started with $50
come
and
on,
built my way up. You
that's
can't beat it.
crazy. That is
Can't
insane.
beat it.
I see a lot of online marketers out there, man, and they peddle programs. I even got some of my partners to talk about. They got a program that's got a better compensation plan than the one that we're operating with. But let me ask you
I
a
doubt
question:
it.
Where do you go and make $2,800 in one day? Please show me that.
Exactly.
All right. And, one of the things I talk about with our team here is, look, you may have your doubts. You may be skeptical. All right. But this is a family. This is an organization. We have help. We have assistance. Keya has more experience at this than me. All right. I can actually go and communicate with Keya and get help, and she can walk me through the exact strategies and techniques that she's doing to fast track me. But you can't do that from the outside looking in. And aside from that, there is so much more that we're offering our family. You have no idea. Our leadership here is fantastic. It's not
Yes.
phenomenal. They're tremendous. I mean, you're talking about people with a Series 6, Series 7, and Series 63.
Yo, the stock tips they give us alone is crazy. I put $5,000 in a stock that earned me $3,000 in 2 days. Like, you can't beat that. You
Listen, I'm
just
still
can't
tripping
beat
over the
it.
$2,800 you did yesterday. You talking about 3,000 in 2 days? All right. I'm just saying, man. That's probable. And I mean, and
And
you
that's
have
just
different
from a
goals.
recommendation from somebody with a Series 6 and 63 that's in our team. Like, it's crazy.
I
And
mean, we have
then,
access to these people.
yeah.
I mean,
And
and
then
I
they
mean,
got people
here's
that
here.
teach you credit repair, teach you how to repair your own credit, and walking around with an 800 credit score. It's like, what?
Right. With no extra, there's no extra sauce on that. That's just part of
Nope.
being a team.
Yeah.
So to me, I don't know. I
Automatic.
mean, for me, it was a no-brainer. And I know a lot of people like to go through the day-to-day grind, but I ask you, where do you go where you give someone 10 cents and they give you back $14?
Exactly. And then, not to be funny, if you like the day-to-day grind, this is the day-to-day grind, because every day you got to pull out your charts. Like, normally, my laptop, like the way it looks right here, will have one, two, three, four, five, six screens. And then I have another screen that sometimes I have to attach to this that shows like at least two more screens. And then I'm watching, waiting for the strategy that I was taught by the trainers in our group, waiting for my scene to set itself up so I can go in and stick and move and
Right.
jump out and go play golf for the rest of the day.
Now, Kia, I'm going to say one thing, all right? Now, somebody watching this webinar right now, they may say, hey, you know something? I mean, that looks good, but, this looks it's too complicated for me, or maybe it's too much a challenge. Maybe that's the problem that they have. Maybe they don't feel as though they can get it or catch on, or maybe, I don't know. I just can't see the reason why somebody would not want to put any effort forth for this, but maybe that is what's going through somebody's mind. So help me understand, with the support that we have from our team, all of these leaders, Is it realistic that somebody can actually join this business with us and actually really be able to produce these results?
Yes, if you taking your trading classes, especially with Coach Max or one of the coaches, even if you're not on the live call, if you just going through the back office, I guarantee you, if you watch at least the first 6 videos, learn how to read the charts with the candlestick Bible that you get for free in the group in the file section. um, you take your $50, and when it's time for you to start, there's a chart that we get where you start with $50, and the pips for that day, the 20 pips, is only worth like $10. So the second day is 60, and so forth and so on. By the time you're on your 20th day, you're making about 900 a day.
Wow. $900 a day potentially.
The exact amount was 962.31 or something like that. Yeah.
And that's
And
bananas
and then you do that every 30 days, and you started with $50. They don't want you to jump out the window and put $10,000 in.
Listen, the Keya, this is all just mind-boggling for me, because we're talking about financial literacy here, right? And
Mm-hmm.
somebody's watching right now, and that $100 to join is burning them up. I mean, they can't afford to lose it. But from where I'm sitting, I mean, you can't afford to sit there and sit on it. It's not helping you do anything. And I mean, like, you can actually take this and be in a position to be making $900 a day. Now, I know that there are a lot of people who feel whatever way they feel about certain things, but I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know anywhere else that you do that, or you have the potential to do that. And I mean, this isn't something that you have to do every day, right, Keya?
You don't have to, but they give you a 30-day chart, and you kind of want to see it all the way through, at least the first 30 days, because the more money you have in your account, the more the pips are worth. So it's like you starting with $50, you end up with $11,868. So when you have, after the 30 days, when you have the $11,868, you want to take 6,000 out, leave 5,000 in, because at 5,000, that's when you make the 962 a day on the 20 pips.
So you're telling me that a pip is a value that kind of balloons, because I know there are people watching this who don't even know what a pip is, right? Like me.
Yeah.
I came through, I'm like, I don't even know what the heck is going on, but
It's a
I've
percentage
got to be part of this.
It's a percentage. A pip is worth, the worth is based on a percentage of the amount that you have in the trading account. So if you have $100 in the trading account, your pip is not going to be worth as much as if you have 1,000 in the trading account.
Right,
That's
I
why
understand.
on the $50, the 20 pips is worth $10, but it's worth it because you end up with 60. So that means the next day you end up with like 80, and then you keep going forth and so forth and so on. And then at the 30 days, you have $11,868.
Right. So as I understand it, it's a graduated system where you can come in, you don't have to spend an arm and a leg. All you have to do is want to be in it to win it. And if you follow
Yep.
the strategies, then
$100. And then whenever you don't have to trade right away, because you're going to start with a demo account so you can learn how to do it on fake money. And then as you get the system down, then you go ahead and trade your real money. And they prefer you to start with $50 so you can follow the chart.
Well, the thing that's really cool about it is that, like, it's doable. It's doable.
Exactly.
So I know
$50.
somebody's watching this right now, and maybe you're a little bit on the fence, or maybe you're somewhat intimidated, but I mean, listen, there's a saying that they used to say in the hood, and I know that you're from Brooklyn and I'm from Queens, so I know that you heard it the way I did. Scared money don't make money. All right. So
Exactly. You got to
I
make
just want
this
you guys to know
money.
that
We
I just
into
want
G's and car keys in this group. All of us got our credit up to the 768 and better. Like, no, not too many people on our team that's been on a team at least 3 weeks have a less than 750 credit score. Like, that's whack. That's for the birds. We into G's and car keys.
Well, listen, if you're financially progressive, and you feel as though um, you can do better financially, there's an old saying that they used to say in the hood also: if you knew better, you do better, right? So
Exactly.
if I were you, I would get with me, and if you don't get with me, I would get with Key. Right?
I'm on
Because
self-quarantine looking crazy. They like, she don't got no money, her nails. I'm like, but I'm quarantined.
you made $2,800 yesterday, man. You could do. Listen, you do my nails. Treat me to
And
getting my
April
nails done,
18th.
Kia.
And April 8th.
All right, now listen. Hey, stop showing off now. But listen,
And April 14th. Wait, I didn't even realize that one.
oh
Wait,
my
that one
goodness,
was
stop it.
2250.
You know what? You're making me feel some sort of way right now. All right, we're gonna end this right now because I need to get on my computer and get this thing shaking because there's no way. Listen, there ain't no way. Come on, seriously. If you're watching this, then get with the person who shared this presentation with you. Like our comments, leave a comment, find a way to get in, say that I'm in, do whatever you need to do, but scrounge up, borrow a couple of dollars. I tell you right now, I can't see any reason why
It's
anybody
worth
would not want to
it.
get in. Learning is earning. I always say giving is living, sharing is caring, learning is earning, and staying ahead of the wave. We're doing all of the three. Thank you very much for your time, Keya.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you and appreciate you guys at home. Feel free to get with the person who shared this video with you and find out more about our movement because we're definitely moving forward. Um, I'd like to also encourage you all to stay ahead of the wave.